Us now as AMC CEO Adam Aron. Adam, good afternoon to you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Wilf. Sarah, what a happy day it is for AMC after all these many months of the pain and trauma that our country and our company has gone through. We started reopening our doors in Europe and the Middle East in June. We're opening in the United States tomorrow.
How happy do you expect it to be? What's demand been like?
Well, you said we've got this 15-cent centennial celebration tomorrow. No surprise, those tickets went briskly. But we are very strictly limiting the supply of seats, not available at the 15 cent. All of our seats are available at the 15 cents. But we're limiting the supply of any of our seats because, even the 15 centers, because we really are taking social distancing very seriously. So when we open our doors, we're not going to sell more than 30% of our available seats. We have a whole host of initiatives underway to make sure that we operate our theaters safely and cleanly. It's only when we can guarantee the public that they'll be safe to come to a movie theater will we actually smile and take a breath of relief here at AMC.
What about some of those measures you're taking to make sure it's safe for people coming back? And within that, Adam, what about the air conditioning and the ventilation? I know that's one factor that a lot of analyses have pointed to as to whether the virus spreads or not indoors.
So we've been working for months now, literally ever since we started shutting down in March, figuring out what it would take to safely and responsibly reopen our theaters. We instantly consulted the top experts in the world. We got consulting underway with the Clorox company, the #1 U.S. cleaning brand. And very importantly, we started talking with current and former faculty of Harvard University School of Public Health. They were way ahead, no surprise. They at Harvard were way ahead of the rest of the world on how important air filtration and ventilation are to buildings operating safely. So we're upgrading everywhere. We're putting in MERV 13 air filtration filters, much more fresh air coming in through our HVAC systems. Also, we're installing HEPA vacuums at all of our theaters, putting in electrostatic sprayers for disinfecting at all of our theaters. And then we're combining those high-tech solutions with the things that you would expect. Required mask wearing, lots of cleaning protocols, sanitizing wipes and hand sanitizer gel everywhere, social distancing galore. As I said, we're going to limit our seat capacity to 30% of normal as we open up. So the measures that we're taking are extensive. I actually think that our theaters will never have been cleaner. I think dirty movie theaters is something that people have been anxious about for decades. Well, not anymore, because we simply cannot afford to operate our theaters unless you could eat off the floor. We know how important it is to the public and to the future of our company to operate these theaters safely, cleanly. That is AMC's commitment.
No more popcorn on the floor. Adam, all the safety procedures sound good, and I know you have a business to run, and you're eager to get back to normal, as we all are. But what do you say to people who wonder, look, this pandemic is still very much with us. Is it really necessary to open the movie theaters right now? We need the schools to open. We need businesses to open so that people can get jobs back. As a society, in order to prevent the spread, do we really need to be going to movie theaters right now?
Well, I'm going to answer your question in a way that may surprise you. First, let me state the obvious. We have 35,000 employees around the world. We have 25,000 employees in the United States. They want their jobs back. Many of those employees are at the lower end of the wage scale. They live paycheck to paycheck. They need their jobs back. And I'll tell you, if you go back to the Great Depression, movie theaters were very full in the Great Depression. In tough times, people do need to be amused and entertained and to escape. Going to a movie theater is one of the things that makes life worth living. But having said that, we could have opened our movie theaters back in early May in many jurisdictions all over this country, and we chose not to do so. We could have opened in May. We're not really going to open until the end of August. We delayed that opening because we agree with you. We need to make sure that our theaters are safe and that the public can be confident that if they come into our theaters, they'll be safe when they do.